The foundations of Hubei's digital human industry were laid in 2018 when Wuhan-developed Digital Technology Co-Incorporated Wuyi-Obersive was established by Qi Qiancheng in the Optical Valley creative industry base in Wuhan. The company positioned itself as one of China's earliest ventures, specializing in ultra-realistic digital humans, developing proprietary virtual real fusion live broadcast imaging technology for applications spanning e-commerce, virtual news anchoring, and interactive tour guiding. Its early client list would come to include major national platforms such as Tencent and NetEase. In July 2019, a concrete deployment of embodied virtual anchor technology arrived in Hubei when iFlytek, brought its AI virtual anchor Xiaoqing to the Wuhan News Yishenwen application. Xiaoqing had been introduced nationally earlier that year at the Two Sessions as the world's first multilingual AI virtual anchor, and the Wuhan deployment marked one of the earliest instances of a nationally developed virtual anchor being localized for a Hubei-based media platform. 2 months later, in September 2019, the Wuhan-headquartered live streaming company Douyu launched its own AI virtual host, Na Xiaoyan, during coverage of an Apple product event. Built on Oben's personalized AI technology using three-dimensional face reconstruction from photographs combined with voice synthesis, Na Xiaoyan became Douyu's first virtual host capable of fluent human conversation and signaled the platform's ambition to invest in AI-generated presenters. The next major phase of Hubei's digital human story arrived in July 2021, when the Chinese Academy of Sciences Institute of Automation, Zhongguo Kejueyuan Zidong研究所, and the newly established Wuhan Institute of Artificial Intelligence, Wuyi Rengong Zhineng研究院, based in Wuhan's East Lake High-Tech Zone, released Zidong Taichu 1.0, the world's first large model, with 100 billion parameters spanning vision, text, and speech modalities simultaneously. Incubated at the Wuhan AI Computing Center, Zidong Taichu was designed from the outset to support downstream creative and embodied AI applications, and it would become the technical backbone for multiple Hubei digital human products in the years that followed. By late 2021, the institutional ecosystem around this model had begun to take formal shape with the establishment of a multimodal AI industry alliance in Wuhan, convened by the CAS Institute of Automation, and bringing together Wuhan University, Huazhong University of Science and Technology, China Mobile, IQAYY, Xinhua News Agency, and Douyu as founding members. In that same late 2021 period, Douyu extended its virtual human ambitions by launching a virtual idol development plan, offering motion capture-based tools to content creators interested in producing VTuber-style programming. In November 2021, Changjiang Daily Media Group, Changjiang Ribaobao Yejituan, formalized its own virtual anchor investment by partnering with iFlytek to deploy 2 AI virtual anchors, Xiaoqing and Xiaozhang, on the Big Wuhan Douyu client application. The pair co-hosted 3 regular programs, a nightly news summary, a weekly Wuhan highlights review, and the human-AI dialogue format pairing the virtual anchors with real journalists. By early 2022, the commercial momentum generated by China's national metaverse boom had reached Obersive directly, with the company reporting year-over-year orders tripling. Hubei's profile on the broader AI competition stage was subsequently confirmed in September 2022 when Zidong Taichu was awarded the SAIL Award, the highest honor at the World Artificial Intelligence Conference held in Shanghai, providing international validation of the Wuhan-developed model even though the recognition itself occurred outside the province. In October 2022, a culturally visible milestone took shape in Wuhan's Hanyang district when the naked eye three-dimensional virtual human character Qi Xiaomo described as the first such character in the LED display industry, debuted on the Sanzhen Eye outdoor screen. The character was created by Unilumin Technology, Zhoumin Keji, in partnership with Wuhan Qiyu and Wuhan Sichuan Century Media, Wu Yishi Chuangshiji Chuanmei, with press coverage confirming the debut around October 10th. November 2022 brought two significant developments in rapid succession. At the annual China 5G Plus Industrial Internet Conference held in Wuhan, Zidong Taichu's three-dimensional digital human Xiaochu made its first public appearance, demonstrating real-time poetry recitation and prose composition for conference attendees and establishing the model's expressive range beyond purely informational tasks. In that same month, the Wuhan municipal government issued its Metaverse Industry Innovation Development Plan for the period 2022 to 2025, which explicitly named digital humans as a key software product category alongside three-dimensional modeling, dynamic simulation, and rendering engines. The plan provided subsidies of up to 200,000 renminbi per project and one-time awards of 150,000 renminbi for qualifying enterprises, with specific provisions covering virtual hosts, virtual idols, virtual shopping guides, and digital human narration deployments at tourist landmarks. On January 1st, 2023, Hanyang District in Wuhan became the first district in the city to release government virtual spokesperson characters when Wuhan Mushi Cultural Media, Wuyi Mushi Wenhua Chuanmei, delivered Zhi Xiaoyin, and Han Xiaoyang, or Yi Xiaoyang, to the Hanyang Convergence Media Center. The two characters had been developed over approximately 7 months using advanced three-dimensional modeling and motion capture, and their launch on the first day of 2023 represented the culmination of a production cycle that had begun the preceding May. In June 2023, the Zidong Taichu model advanced to version 2.0, adding video signal and three-dimensional point cloud modalities to its already extensive multimodal architecture. Although the updated release was announced at a summit held in Shanghai, the underlying development remained anchored at the Wuhan-based Wuhan Institute of Artificial Intelligence, maintaining Hubei's direct institutional stake in what had become one of China's most strategically significant foundational AI models. During October 2023, Hubei's cultural tourism sector gained its own digital representative when Chuchu debuted at the inaugural Donghu Forum, held over 3 days from October 20th to 22nd at the Optics Valley Science and Technology Convention Center in Wuhan. Developed by Wuhan 0 Point Digital, Wu Yiling Dianshuzi, in strategic cooperation with Hubei Digital Cultural Tourism Group, Chuchu demonstrated realistic appearance alongside real-time interactive communication during the forum, presenting itself as a mascot for the province's ambitions in digital cultural tourism. The pace of deployment accelerated markedly in 2024 as digital humans expanded into government services, community management, education, and food safety in ways that had no precedent in earlier years. In June 2024, Hubei Preschool Education College's AI Academy brought the category to higher education when it debuted Teacher Xiao Lao Shi, a self-developed virtual digital human modeled on a real teacher's voice and likeness, via live stream on Douyu. The digital teacher was designed to answer prospective student questions about admissions and campus life in real time, representing an early instance in Hubei of an educational institution deploying a personalized AI-generated instructor for public-facing interaction. July 2024 saw two government-facing digital humans enter active service. Yicheng City introduced AI digital government assistant Xiaoxiang, like Xiaoxiang, as a pilot program under Xiangyang City's broader AI government services initiative, with the system covering 304 high-frequency administrative service items. Within days of that launch, Wuhan introduced Wu Xiaokai an avatar modeled on veteran Song Kai and built on the Rongyao military entrepreneurship large model, which was positioned as China's first AI Veterans Affairs Assistant and represented Hubei's first verified deployment of a named digital human persona within the National Veterans Services System. October 2024 concentrated several milestones within a short span. Hubei University hosted the Hubei Province Digital Intelligence Integration and Virtual Digital Human Application Innovation Symposium, chaired by Dean Yu Yifeng of the School of Tourism, at which virtual spokesperson characters representing the historical figures of the cowherd and the weaver girl made their debut for Yongxi County's cultural branding program. Later in October 2024, on October 22nd, Hubei completed its first data intellectual property licensing transaction enabling a digital human application when the character Chuxiqi was licensed to use the Zidong Taichu open source Chinese multimodal dataset, itself derived from work carried out under the Zidong Taichu program for the promotion of local geographical indication products. In November 2024, community governance became the next frontier when Huanglongshan community in Wuhan's Optics Valley introduced 14 AI-powered digital grid workers, each cloned from real community staff members, accessible around the clock via a dedicated WeChat mini application. The technology was provided by Pangu, Wuhan Cultural Technology, and although the platform had first launched in August 2024, it received substantial media attention in early November. That same month, the Zidong Taichu model reached version 3.0, incorporating multimodal intelligent agent capabilities that further broadened its applicability to the growing range of downstream digital human applications being built across the province. December 2024 brought two additional developments. The Wuhan Food Safety Science Popularization Base in Dongshihu District unveiled digital human Kangkangjai, modeled on an existing market supervision cartoon mascot for ongoing public education on food safety topics. In that same month, Wuhan's Culture and Tourism Bureau published its Cultural Tourism Metaverse 3-year action plan for 2025 to 2027, explicitly encouraging digital human deployment across city broadcasting infrastructure, transit systems, airports, shopping malls, and exhibition halls, with an announced target of 400 billion renminbi in core industry scale by the end of 2027. In February 2025, attention turned to the talent pipeline sustaining Hubei's digital human industry when Wuhan startup Wuhan-developed, operating as a metaverse production operation in Hongshan District, was profiled in the Changjiang Daily. The company had attracted more than 1,000 university students to produce in excess of 10 VTuber-style virtual hosts per month using motion capture technology, illustrating how Wuhan's dense concentration of higher education institutions was translating directly into a supply of creators working across the virtual being format. In March 2025, the Hubei Provincial Federation of Trade Unions introduced Huixiaolan, developed by a team at the Hubei Institute of Fine Arts under the direction of Shui Xiao through a combination of digital hand drawing, artificial intelligence processing, and three-dimensional modeling. Drawing on the cultural symbolism of the Mulan narrative as a figure of both historical and contemporary significance, Hui Xiaolan was recognized as the first cultural digital human within China's National Union system, with coverage in the Workers' Daily and Science and Technology, daily confirming a launch date of March 3, 2025. Later in March 2025, Shuming Technology, Shuming Keiji, a Wuhan Optics Valley startup founded by Silicon Valley returnee Lo Biwen, showcased its AI digital museum guide Jing Xiaochu at Jingzhou Museum, where the character was capable of explaining artifacts in 143 languages, The company had by that point deployed digital guides across more than 30 museums nationwide, including at the National Natural History Museum and the Hubei Provincial Museum, with products including Xiaowenku, a character named Zhaojun Jiejie for Yicheng Museum, and Yi Xiaoqing, described as China's first AI mental health companion digital human, deployed through the 12355 National Youth Hotline. In April 2025, Central China Normal University No. 1 High School unveiled Hua Xiaoyi during the institution's 75th anniversary celebration. Designed by 2012 alumnus Li Kewei using AI modeling integrated with the DeepSeek framework, Hua Xiaoyi reflected the growing capacity of individuals with institutional connections to produce credible digital human outputs with relatively modest technical resources. In May 2025, the World Digital Education Conference hosted in Wuhan from May 14th to 16th provided a concentrated showcase of Hubei's educational digital human deployments. Wuhan Textile University, Wu Yifangzhi Daxue, presented 智慧运chang, an AI digital try-on experience combined with a three-dimensional virtual fitting training platform developed in collaboration with the university's textile sciences faculty. At the same conference, Hubei Unicom, Hubei Liantong, introduced a digital human also named Tongtong, built on China Unicom's Yuanjing large language model and equipped with specialized tea culture expertise, deployed as a non-heritage cultural mentor for students in remote Danjiangku classrooms through 5G-enabled recording infrastructure. Also in May 2025, the Central South University of Economics and Law, Zhongnan Kaijingzheng Fadaxue, presented Rongrong, and a second digital human named Tongtong, distinct from the Hubei Unicom character of the same name, as Hubei's first pair of dedicated educational affairs digital humans, developed by students from the university's Sino-Korean New Media College and designed to assist with enrollment and academic services.